Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's webcast. I'm taking the office outside today because I just needed a breath of fresh air and some new energy coming in. We just had a little retrograde blunder. I tried to broadcast a few minutes ago and the connection dropped. So I'm glad that we are finally here. I just wanted to bring you guys our retrograde classic. Remember, we were outside when the beginning of all this started. So I'm going to show you guys some mountain energy just to get you guys grounded. This is the office, but we're outside today because I just didn't want to be inside. So I wanted to show you guys some beautiful mountains and air and trees all around us. And I wanted to just mention we are in a retrograde. So if you guys are experiencing some really frustrating situations here with like right now, I'm experiencing a lot of bugs. Experiencing some energy where everything's kind of like messed up and electronics are breaking down and everything's kind of confusing. We're in the retrograde. The good thing is that we're in the new moon energy right now. So this weekend heralded a new moon, which brings new beginnings heading in. So this weekend should have been an actual good weekend for you. Should have been a really good weekend for you. And whatever you learned over the last year, now's the time that it's going to be put into action. Because like I said before, we're going into that next phase. We're going into that next level of consciousness. So if you had some tougher lessons to learn, this weekend would have been a little bit more tough. That's the thing with new moons. We are going into that next level of consciousness. Now, the thing about the world energy right now, I hate to bring it to you. I hate to even say this. But a lot of states are opening. A lot of states are going green. I have a feeling that we're in the eclipse season. Okay. So the next eclipse is coming I think around the midweek of the first week of July going into the second week. We've already hit 2 eclipses. We have 7 planets in retrograde. We have Mercury in retrograde, and we're in a global pandemic. So going green right now, or decisions to go green, probably are going to be reversed. I'm not feeling that this is such a good idea, that things have happened very quickly. And I think we're going to see a reversal on some of these decisions because of some number spikes. And I actually have been feeling that over the weekend. So I would urge a lot of you to not, to just be careful, because there's bugs going up my nose and this was not a good idea. See, the retrograde is already having a problem for me because there's already bugs around me right now, which I didn't really want the bugs. So there's bugs everywhere. I have to take this somewhere else. Sorry about that. We might just have to go back to the regular office, which is what I'm going to have to do, because there's gnats all around me. And this is what the retrograde does, create some problems. So I'm going to go inside. Heading up to the office, heading up to the office, heading up to the office. All right. We're back into the actual office. I really tried to do something different today, guys. It just didn't work out. That's what happens with the retrograde. I thought it was like a retrograde moment. All right, so what I'm going to do, just be patient with me here. Got to set up the tripod. Just hold up, okay? Don't go anywhere. Here's a tripod. Got to get it going. Once I put this on the tripod, we should be good to go. You guys there? You guys ready? Ready, roll? All right. I'm still not where I need to be here. Hold on a second. See, this is what I get. This is what I get for trying to do something different in the retrograde. It bit me in the butt already. Bit me in the butt. So, sorry for the delay. Here I am. I am back in the office, the real office, which is what you guys thought you were going to see today, but I took you outside. I tried to show you some great mountains and energy. I gotta take a breath. I can't stand like just bugs like going up my nose and stuff while I'm doing a thing, you know, when I'm doing a webcast. So what I was talking about, we are finally moving through the doorway. Okay. So everything I've been preparing you guys for, we're in it. We have moved through the doorway. I know I've talked about that last week. Here's the thing. You're getting messages. You've been being told a lot of the same things over the last year about what you need to do, the guidance, the other side giving you guidance, people like me giving you guidance, your friends giving you guidance. And a lot of times, if you look back on it, everything probably integrated to making sense altogether. Meaning that like everyone has been telling you the same thing. It's been validated by people like me. It's been validated by science to the other side. These are things that are going to be hard to change and hard to even look at. This is in the area of your physical health, your financial, your relationship life, your mental health, everything. Okay, you've been getting these messages. I think over the past year, you were close to doing certain things about it, but maybe it didn't fully happen for you the way it was supposed to, or you didn't fully put both feet somewhere where you need to put both feet. So when we go into the new moon energy, it means that wherever you are, which was this weekend, that's where 2 feet are standing, and the lessons that you've learned, you're going to reap the rewards. Okay? We still have a 3-week period because we're in all this confusion and all this retrograde, where you can make a change if you haven't yet made the change. Okay? So calling someone like me would be a good idea around this time, because you have to make some decisions from the past. You have to get rid of stuff from your past. You have to make decisions, and you got to make firm decisions. The lack of decision making is going to come and bite you if you don't make it. So the next 3 weeks, number one, we talked about the world energy. I feel like things are going in reverse with all these decisions that are being made about the pandemic. I feel that so much could be reversed in the next 3 weeks. So just don't believe the hype you're hearing today. The messages are going to change. A lot of people are asking, did we hit the third agent of change yet? I feel like we're in it. Okay, so a lot of people are transitioning through it. A lot of it's internal. A lot of it's due to mental health, which somebody had brought out the other day. A lot of people had some emotional breakdowns in the last week or two. Whatever is meant to cause upheaval in your life, it's not a bad thing. It just means that that stuff needs to go. Okay, I've had a lot of sessions lately, and doesn't mean it's bad or good for anybody, but I've had a lot of sessions lately where people were very stuck within the direction that they wanted to go. And while they were getting decisions from the other side or getting insight from me or guidance, people were still remaining stuck on kind of being like tunnel vision on where they need to go. This is something, if you're getting the guidance, you have to follow it. You have to follow it. And right now is the time to listen to intuition and also take action on both of those things. But for now, with the new moon energy, it's a beautiful energy. You should have had a great weekend. You should have had a relaxing weekend. That's going to continue for the next 3 days. So I want you to think about what maybe that you're still being stubborn about. What are you still being stubborn about as far as decisions that you need to be 100% on one side of the fence on? So you can't have your feet in both worlds. You're at the crossroad, okay? So you have to make some decisions. And if you're kind of halfway there, like I said, this eclipse doorway, we've had 3 eclipses. We're going to have 1 more in July, and your decisions have to be solid by then. So I'm urging you to take a look at your inventory. You're going to have a period of 3 quiet days. Take a look at your inventory of the things that you still have to decide, and you can't walk 2 roads right now. You have to pick one and go with it, and you have to go with the highest one. And if you're talking to someone like me, you're talking to a spiritual guide, you're talking to a mentor, or anybody that's in that position in your life, you have to stop with the yeah buts, okay? Yeah, but this, or yeah, but this excuse, or I really can't do this, I can't afford this, I can't whatever. I can't tell you how many sessions I've had in the past week where that was happening. And it's like, wait, the other side is coming and telling you what you need to do. Please listen, please listen. And at this point, a lot of you have gotten your messages of what you need to do over the course of the past year. I believe God speaks through people. I don't believe you have to go see a medium to get the insight. I think that if you go and see someone like me, you're going to say, oh, Marisa, you know, my best friend told me that, or my mom told me that, or I got signs from my dad on the other side that this was the direction, but I just can't do it. Yeah, Michelle, this is a situation that, you know, with the home situation, a lot of people are having home situations, relocation. Do they move? Do they stay? Do they buy a second home? A lot of stuff with real estate is coming up, and this is where you should get some guidance. This is where you should get a session where you can look at now someone like me. You can't just come to someone like me and say, oh, I'm going to pay this money to get this answer. No, what my job is to give you the direction of the pros and cons on each pathway, but it is up to you. You have the free will to choose your path. I can see what's along both paths. The other side could come down and say, hey, this is your highest energy path, but it's still up to you to make the decisions, because nothing is perfect. Nothing is set in stone, okay? Everything has its pros and cons, but when we're looking at energy, you have different experiences, let's say on different lanes of the highway, okay? So it's important that you find out where your vibration is, number one. So where you're existing and what your experiences are along that road. And number two, where you want to go and how you get to that next vibration, okay? And getting an answer, a magic answer, is not the answer. You have to listen to somebody who can tune in. It doesn't have to be me, but you could tune in yourself if you have that ability. And then you have to look at the pros and cons and the insight people give you, and don't fight it. Don't fight that insight, because people are getting that directly from the source, okay? Hi, Michelle. Yes, we did send out a waitlist alert today. There were openings this week, and you are on the list. They were booked up probably within 10 minutes. So hopefully you are getting those emails, but you are on the list. There should be some openings coming up, but I'm trying to open up as many appointments as I can over the next 3 weeks, because I am full, but I'm trying to open up. If there's a cancellation or a reschedule, I'm putting those out to my wait list right away. But I'm telling you, people are waiting and they're gone. They're gone. The sessions are gone within 5-10 minutes. It's because people are trying to make these decisions. But if you do get a session and you call me, like, definitely take in, don't be so tunnel vision where you have this idea in your mind of what you want, because it might not be that way. Okay, so hi everybody from New Jersey. How do you find out what your vibration is? Ellen, well, that's somebody like me could tell you that, or somebody who is a spiritual advisor or a mentor who has intuitive abilities could kind of see that. The other way to tell is, now, you're not going to be able to tell this as detailed as someone like me could tell it, but if you're running into roadblocks, obstacles, if people are draining you, if you're running into negative energy and you're being pulled at by people, and everything that's going on in your life just is causing chaos and disruption, then you are at a low level vibration, okay? If you've raised above, or if you're in the middle, you go up, that means you're not having as much as that drain on your energy. That means that things are flowing for you. When I say when it flows, it's of God, and when it doesn't, it means that it's not the path you're supposed to be on, okay? So, Sandy, yeah, the shades, if you just tapped in here, that's because I was outside and tried to do a webcast outside, and there were bugs flying around me. So I just ran up here and tried to set up the office up here real quick. So that vibration information, but thank you about the shades. I believe they're from Banana Republic from a couple of years ago, but I do like them. So thank you so much. Have a surprise for you guys with the porch coming up this week. It's a different environment. We've updated it a little bit. I can't wait to show you guys, because we're going to start to begin our manifesting work very soon. And my 30-day program for manifesting is going to be coming out after the retrograde, because, you know, I wouldn't ever launch it in a retrograde. That would be really dumb. We don't want to do anything new in the retrograde. People are buying houses, buying new cars. It's just, you're overseeing things, okay? You have to always look at things twice during a retrograde. So if you want to be, as far as that manifesting course goes, we go over your vibration. We go over where it's at, how to heighten your vibration. We go over how to get you at the highest level possible so that manifesting does work and happen in your life. So if you want to be on that list, go into the description of this video. Just put your email in and you will get an email notifying you when when the course is open, because we're going to have an open and closed enrollment. And so it won't be open all the time because it's going to start, and there's going to be some things I'm going to be doing with the first launch that I'm not going to be doing with further launches. So make sure you're on the email list. It's in the description. Put your email out there. We'll notify you. Anita, when can we have a session and how? I am on a waiting list, 1 to 2 year waiting list. However, we have openings, usually at least once every 2 weeks or once a week. There's somebody that reschedules or an opening happens. This week we had 3. I put them out there. I told my assistant about them last night. They were put out this morning. They were gone within 10 minutes. So make sure that you, if you want a session, you email us at info@connectionbeyond.com and you give us your email and we will put you on the waiting list. Now, the good thing is with my waiting list is that nobody comes ahead of anybody else. Okay, so that means somebody could have signed up for the wait list a year ago. You could have signed up for today. Everybody gets the notification at the same time. It's first come, first serve. So if you pick up that session, you get the session. If somebody from a year ago picks up that session, they pick up the session. So that's basically an alert goes out. There's a link and you just book online when we have openings. So I would urge you to do that. Sarah, congratulations, you signed up. I know I've seen you on here before. You seem to be interested in all the manifesting work, but yes, that's the way you are able to define your vibration and see where it's at. And we're going to work on raising that vibration. There's a couple really cool things that I'm going to be putting together for you guys in addition to the launch that you're going to get as bonuses during that first launch, which I'm not going to do again. So I'm looking forward to that. We finished filming about a week and a half ago, and we're going into the editing phase now. And so the office, really, I wasn't doing a lot in the office because the office had was a big set at that time. But oh man, I'm so excited to show you guys the porch this week. It's you guys are gonna like it. It went from one chair to a whole new setup. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. But I just want you guys to realize the power of new beginnings and the power of the new moon. The new moon is in the sign of Cancer this month, and its focus is on home, gardening, developing your soul, sitting inside, just really taking in that beautiful energy of the new beginnings. So everything you've done up to this point is now cemented, but you have to look back over the next 3 days. What things do you have to cut out? Got to prune your tree. What are the things that you already are trying to decide? You got to make a firm decision on. If you can't, you got to go to your network of people that you trust. Okay, so that's really important. And what I was talking about with the pandemic, I feel like a lot of reversals coming up with that, and a lot of government issues coming up with that, like I said in the beginning. So I hope I gave you guys a little bit direction for the week. Like I said, if you want to sign up for that course, not sign up, but be notified about it, it's in the description box. And if you want to get on the wait list for a session with me, just go to the website, which is connectionbeyond.com, and email us, and we'll put you on the list. And if you get an appointment, you get an appointment. It's first come, first serve. All right, well, I will be back midweek. I'm going to show you guys the porch. Very excited about it. And we'll do some manifesting foundational stuff in midweek. So looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. And I hope you guys have a wonderful beginning of your week. It's going to be a great one. All right, just don't think everything's a free-for-all right now, because things are going to change. So I just want to put that out there. And take it easy, all right? Don't get too hot outside. It's hot outside. All right, we'll talk to you soon.